Today we are going to talk about the brand new YSL Skin Affair Soft Glow Cushion Foundation. I am a beauty editor. I've done this for 25 years in print magazine, more than 25 years. And I'm going to tell you in this video how it wears, who it's for, and who it is not for. Because I don't want you to buy this if it's not for you and then be understandably disappointed by it. So make sure you are subscribed because I will do that for you and let you know what you should and shouldn't be spending your money on in this very crowded beauty landscape. I hope that I have the expertise to be able to do this. Now we're going to launch into the wear test, which I'm in the middle of now. I've worn it for a few days though, so I do already know. But I want to show you the demo, show you kind of how it looks, and then show you how it wears on the skin. But I will first tell you, this has 31 shades, is $49. It has medium coverage, it is serum infused with Korean cushion technology, which we will talk about. Buildable, minimizes pores, 31 shades, $49. And I will let you know that the shade I am wearing is LN5. I bronzed it up. It's a tad bit too light, but I just wanted to tell you that. Let's get right into our content today and get to discussing this brand new cushion foundation. I'm excited about this one from YSL. Okay, I'm fortunate enough to have been wearing this for a few days, so we don't need a wear test. I can tell you about how long it lasts, but I am, after this application, going to come back in quite a few hours with a little bit of extra makeup on, just so you guys can just visually see how it's worn, but I can talk to you about how it lasts. Okay, you guys know that I don't love this kind of a applicator, but it is part of that system, right? This is less Korean skincare and more of a system. So let me show you. Now this is, oh God, as I've been doing lately, you guys, choosing shades that are a little bit too light. This does brighten though, so I'm not mad at it that way. And you'll see, because I've been playing with it, that I can fix it a lot. I know it looks like the ghost of Christmas past, but I can fix it a lot with some bronzer, so I'll do that. Okay, so this is just one side, and yes, this has to be cleaned a lot, but this is kind of, you don't have to. You can use a beauty blender, you can use a brush, but part of the fact that this is kind of a Korean system is less even about the skincare, but the application, right? So this is like this kind of mesh that it comes out on. This kind of the system that delivers it, the little bit that it puts on, the fact that it's buildable. It's like a little bit of a pioneered in Korean cosmetics and makeup, more so than anything else. Okay, so there is half, and yeah, it's a little bit too light. Don't worry, I'm going to make it right though. There's this half for the face. This half just has morning skincare, and I've been wearing this for a few days, so I do know how it wears, but let's just talk about it for your edification. Right now, the sides of my face feel no different. This side actually feels a little bit nicer, a little hydrated. It is not sticky. When you first apply this sort of a cushion foundation, it's very similar to others. At first it can feel a little bit sticky. This does not. It's already kind of melding because it's got like a serum quality to it, like a serum liquid foundation that soaks into the skin. Let me speed it up and I'll do the other side and then you can see it together. Okay, what do you think? You'll see, I'm going to come back with a little bit more makeup on and you'll see that I can prettify it up a little bit and it won't look quite so light on my skin. Now, one of the criticisms I have of this, when we come back, I'm going to tell you who would like this and who wouldn't like this foundation, but building up to that, one of the criticisms I actually have, I really do like cushion foundations, but I don't know if yours does this. I don't know if it's just mine, but they always have a little bit of a seal on them because it's kind of a wet foundation. I've never had one where when I go to use it, it kind of pulls away, and maybe that's common. I've never actually had that before though. Like my Chantecaille, my Gucci, some of the others I haven't had them do that. I know Charlotte Tilbury has one of these, by the way, that's released just in Asia. These are very popular in Asia. And like I told you, it's a Korean inspired, but more the system of delivery is kind of sponge, and this particular application sponge and the way it's kind of housed is more of the Korean system. Okay, and this doesn't get too filthy. You do want to clean it though, just because yuck, but okay, so here it is. And as it sits, I want you to know, you can still build it a little more, but it does have a ceiling. It's medium coverage, but it's light medium, maybe just to under medium. But it's nice and soft, feels very hydrating. It feels like it makes your skin look really supple and pretty. Not great if you have oily skin, but we're going to talk about that when we come back. Right now, I'm going to let this go quite a few hours. We're going to talk about how long it lasts because I've worn it for a few days. And I'm also going to talk about who this is and isn't good for. So just stick there with me. Okay, this is 6 hours in, but I've been wearing this for 8 hours, 10 hours. We'll talk about wear time as we talk about who this foundation is or isn't for, okay? You can see I did well with the fact that it's slightly light on me, the shade. It actually just brightens. I use the Hermes, you know, their newest compact that has like a little bit of a blush and a bronzer shade, and I kind of put it all over the face. And what it did was it just deepened it a little bit while still keeping that brightness on the skin, which I actually really like. This is 6 hours in. It's doing extremely well, but like I said, I have worn it for longer. It is not going into lines. It looks extremely natural. It's, like I said, it has a bit of a coverage ceiling. We're going to get into this. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is who this is for, okay? This is for someone who appreciates beauty. This is like when French luxury meets Korean delivery system, really. We have the beautiful packaging, and if you appreciate that, you would, of course, love this. The ease of use, this has fast and easy touch-ups. Like I said, it has a coverage ceiling, but the touch-ups are very simple and very quick. The sponge, this is, again, speaking to the Korean system here, is kind of a... it doesn't really feel like a typical cloth-like sponge. It's almost that rubbery feeling. We're used to this now, even in Western makeup. It doesn't really get very dirty, but it could use a clean, you know, bacteria and such. It always is going to have a glowy look, and it's really travel friendly. It's pretty, closes easily, travels easily. That is who it's for. It's ease of application, quickness, glowy, great for if you like a lighter coverage or a lighter look of coverage and comfort. For me, this is perfect. I've always loved cushion foundations. Who will hate it? Well, there's a few reasons to dislike it. One of them is I said you do want to clean this. I mean, it could develop bacteria. Those of you who are really interested in value for money, this is going to be less product and be quicker to run out than a, you know, typical liquid foundation. I know, for instance, Chantecaille in their cushion foundation actually gives you a second pad with it, comes with it. So I think a little bit pricier. This is $49. I'll check on the Chantecaille price, but you do get two, so you can change it out. And you know, it's wrapped and airtight, so it's kind of nice. This one does not come with a refill. So this runs out quickly. This isn't great if you have oily skin because it's going to be a dewy look. If you really want to powder the heck out of it, you certainly can. But if you get an oily T-zone, you can just powder that. But if you really tend to have very oily skin, probably not the best choice for you because it's dewy. Like I said, there's a coverage ceiling. Yeah, I would say this is light medium at best, though it is buildable. And it does minimize pores, by the way. Put that in the good category. I should have mentioned it. Oftentimes with a cushion foundation, there can be a shade range limitation. Not too bad here, 31 shades, but you're never going to get like 50 shades. They're stretchy simply because it has a little bit less coverage in it, but I'm just telling you there could be some problem with shade ranges. Now, when we talked about the fact that it's Korean skincare, yeah, because it's serum infused, but also the sponge reservoir is a very kind of like Korean technology, and that it's applied in thin layers, and that it comes through this kind of almost like a mesh thing where you press down on it. Yeah, that's what a cushion foundation does, but the Korean technology took it to a different level. And of course, it's skincare first, that's serum infused. So that's what makes this the ultimate kind of like French luxury brand with the kind of coolest, neatest, most interesting Korean skincare and Korean makeup technology. So I don't want you to be one of the people who wouldn't like this and then purchase it and wonder why you hate it. I tend to go off on this, you guys, with like Patrick Ta. I had a video a long time ago that I'm really proud of. I don't know how many saw it, but it was called like Patrick Ta's Misunderstood. And in that video, I talked about why people are like, this is too fussy. And I'm like, because it's Patrick Ta. That's what he does when he makes makeup. He's kind of a fussy makeup artist, little steps and building. Same thing here. Don't purchase this if you want value for money and you know, really high coverage and lasting all day. This is going to wear a little bit. So I've worn this for 6 to 10 hours. It does wear. It doesn't really break down. I think this stays consistent and wears away evenly, but this isn't a you know, hard day on the job, 15-hour shift makeup. No cushion foundation is, I don't think. So I don't want you to purchase that, you know, to leave your Lancome, original Lancome double wear and then go, this didn't deliver. Well, it won't. Do you know, I sound like I'm yelling at you guys. I'm not at all. I just get frustrated with some of the criticisms. So we have to know what we're criticizing. This is for a very specific customer. You actually also have to like that kind of delicate buildable application. It's a very kind of Korean skincare infused, you know, lets the skin look natural. Okay, unlike a regular serum foundation though, my skin feels really nice and really hydrated without it feeling, sometimes serum foundations almost feel like a little bit of cement because they like soak into your skin and then it becomes, you know, and so this one feels a little bit more natural to me, but I love a good cushion foundation. Okay, so know who's talking to you. But again, $49, not tremendously terrible in today's market. I'm not, trust me, I can read the room. I'm not saying it's cheap, but I'm just saying in today's market, not bad, especially for a luxury foundation. 31 shades, not bad. Not bad for a cushion foundation, which are really kind of historically kind of limited that way. As far as cushion foundations go, I think this is an excellent one. I prefer the Chantecaille and I prefer the Gucci. A little bit more coverage, and I don't like the way this one kind of pulled away at the edges there and that it doesn't come with a second. So if you're comparing this to Gucci, to Chantecaille, you can ask me about any others. I like this one a lot, but it is not my favorite. Yeah, I didn't get the best shade match, but it's not bad when I bronze it up. It's very pretty. I will enjoy it and I will wear it. I don't know if I'll repurchase it. Kudos to them for the packaging though. Those of you who hated the, what you called immature packaging of the Marc Jacobs, you're going to love this one. So this is pink and kind of girly, but a lot more luxury. So you can tell me if you hated the Marc Jacobs packaging, do you love this packaging? Let me know. Join me over on Instagram, TikTok and Threads, and of course Facebook. And we have a membership right here on YouTube. We have weekly lives every Friday, every single Friday. And so you can join us there to hear about what's happening in the makeup industry, and I lead those and talk to you. Plus, I love to interact with your comments here, and I would love to hear your thoughts, a discussion. Correct me if you think that something I said wasn't accurate. Happy to have that discussion with you, always in a respectful manner, of course. I have so many new things coming up, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.